Our topics today about how matter can be described. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define mass, volume, temperature, and texture. Compare and contrast solids, liquids, and gases by using their properties. Measure the mass of solids and explain how the volume is measured in solid, liquids, and gases. Also, you will be able to name the different scales for measuring temperature and list the different surfaces of solid and liquid. How can matter be described? Properties of matter: physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties are observed, described, and measured without changing the material. For example, color, mass, volume, temperature, and texture. But chemical properties form a new substance with different properties. First, color. A color is physical properties. Many solids, liquids have color. Some gases have color. Color is very useful. We can determine the color of matter by just looking at color. Also, we can determine the kind of matter and the state or condition of matter by color. Solid iodine is dark purple and almost black. Gaseous iodine is purple gas. Here, chlorine, bromine, iodine. We can determine the color of matter by just looking to the color. We can determine the matter. Here, chlorine. This is the color of chlorine, and this is the color of bromine, and this is the color of iodine. This is solid iodine is dark purple, almost black, and this is gaseous iodine is purple gas. Second, mass. What is the meaning of mass? It is the amount of matter in a solid, liquid, or gas. It is measured by using a balance, units, gram, or kilograms. Here, a balance used for measuring mass. Mass and weight are not the same thing. The weight of an object on Earth is different from its weight on Mars, but the mass of the object is the same on both planets. To find the mass of a solid, place the object on one side of a balance. Place the object on one side of the balance. On the other side, place objects of known mass such as gram cubes. When the two sides balance each other, the total mass of the all known masses equal to the mass of the object. The third property is volume. The amount of space an object takes up is called volume. It is measured in millimeters, as we say. To find the volume of a solid, put liquid in a graduated cylinder and then let the solid object sink in the liquid. The solid takes up some space. The liquid that was in the space is forced to go up. The change in the height of the liquid column tells you the volume. Here the liquid, only the liquid. Here the liquid and the solid. There is change in the height of the liquid column. This tells you the volume. Another example, this is liquid only. This when placed a solid in the liquid, the space is forced to go up and the change in the height of the liquid column tells you the volume. Liquid here, and this when placed solid, this change in the height of the liquid column tells you the volume of the solid. This is liquid alone, and this is liquid and solid. When we know the change in the height of the liquid column, this tells you the volume. To find the volume of a liquid, use a graduated cylinder. This is empty, graduated cylinder. Pour the liquid into the cylinder and then read the volume of the scale at the surface. Here, graduated cylinder, and this close-up view. To find the volume of a gas, here, using an upside-down submerged graduated cylinder filled with water and blow air into the cylinder with a straw, the bubbles will push some water out, and the volume of water pushed out is the same as the volume of the gas. Here, upside down graduated cylinder filled with water and blow air into the cylinder with a straw, and the bubbles will push some water out, and the volume of the water pushed out is the same as the volume of the gas. The fourth one is temperature. It is a measure of how fast its particles are moving. The higher the temperature, the faster the particles move. There are two different scales for measuring temperature: degrees Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit. Knowing the temperature of solid, liquids, and gas is very useful. The water in a fish tank needs to be kept at room temperature. A weather report gives us the temperature of the air. The temperature of your body can help monitor a health problem. Shimmering effect. The sun heats the solid pavement, and the hot pavement heats up the air closest to it, producing a shimmering effect that looks like water. Temperature of water. Here, cold water, and here, hot water. Also, here, hot water, and here, cold water. The fifth one of the properties is texture. What is the meaning of texture? This surface structure that you can feel by touching a material. Texture of solids: hard, smooth, like many stones, lumpy, grooved, spongy, rough, like sandpaper. This is many stones, smooth, and rough like sandpaper. Texture of liquid: by rubbing a drop between two fingers, soapy, a drop of shampoo, oily, like a drop of oil, slimy, sticky, thick, or slippery, like liquid soup. This is liquid soup, slippery.